BC, AD, BCE, and CE. We have seen these words written with dates in different formats. What is the difference between these? What are they stand for? And how to convert one form of date into another? Let us learn in this video. Actually, this dating system, which is most commonly used today, is a Gregorian calendar, which was a modification of Julian calendar, which was established before this calendar. And this calendar was established by Pope Gregory III. To measure time, we need some reference point. For example, to tell an event took place and at which time it took place, we need some reference point according to which we can measure that after passing this much time from this reference point, this event has taken place. Since the system was devised by Pope of Roman Catholic Church, so he took the birth year of Jesus as reference point. So calendar was devised to count the years after the birth of Jesus Christ and before the birth of Jesus Christ. And it gives us two types of dating years. One is before the birth of Jesus, in which we count years backwards, and second is after the birth of Jesus, in which we count years forwards. And second basis of this calendar system was it was a solar system, means 1 year was kept exactly the same amount of time which our earth takes to complete one revolution around sun, that is approximately 365 days. And second advantage of this solar year was that 1 January or some any date of birth which we witness in this year, it will be exactly the same after 1 year, according to weather and according to other demographs. We can categorize these into two form of groups. One is BC and BCE, both fall into same category and both refer to the years before the birth of Jesus Christ, as both starts from B. And second group is AD and CE, and these both refer to years after the birth of Jesus Christ. In BC and BCE, we count years backwards. That is, the year 500 BC or 500 BCE refers to the year 500s before the birth of Jesus. That is, 500 years BC is older than 300 years BC. And similarly, in AD and CE, we count years forward, that is, years after the birth of Jesus. And when we say 100 AD or 100 CE, we are telling that the year after the birth of Jesus, 100 years after the birth of Jesus. And 100 AD is newer and 200 AD is older. Another way of categorizing these is AD was renamed to CE to make it more secular and more inclusive, and BC was renamed to BCE. Or in other words, CE is the new name of AD and BCE is the new name of BC. And in today's dating system, only BCE and CE are used. And what is the reason for shifting of these names? We will see in abbreviations section that AD and BC both refer directly to the Jesus Christ. As system was made more inclusive and to make it acceptable to non-Christians as well and give it a more secular look, these years were renamed to BCE and CE. Let us look what are these words stand for. AD stands for Anno Domini, which is a Latin phrase meaning in the year of our Lord. Year after the birth of Jesus Christ was AD. And BC is before Christ. It may also be kept in mind that the year before the birth of Jesus was 1 BC, and the year the Jesus was born was 1 AD. That is, 0 AD was omitted, and after 1 BC there was year 1 AD. CE stands for Common Era, and it is just the new name of AD to make it more secular and more inclusive. That is, the year 2023 is the same as 2023 CE. Likewise, BCE stands for Before Common Era, and it is the new name of BC. And reason of renaming is also same, that is to make it more inclusive and secular. The year 500 BC is the same as year 500 BCE. Tips for remembering the difference between these is that B stands for before, and BC and BCE denote years before the birth of Jesus, and AD and CE denote the years after the birth of Jesus. How to convert one form of Gregorian calendar date to another? The conversion of CE to AD is simple, as both denote years after the birth of Jesus and both are almost exactly the same. Likewise, the conversion of BC to BCE is very simple and both are same. But what about how to convert the years before the birth of Jesus to years after the birth of Jesus? Like if we are asked 2000 BCE happened how many years ago from today? Suppose this year is 2023 and we know 2023 years have been passed since the Jesus' birth, and 2000 BCE is 2000 years before the birth of Jesus. So answer should be 2000 plus 2023 is equal to 4023 years ago the year 2000 BCE has happened. But we will have to subtract 1 year as we have already discussed, there was no year 0 AD, and after 1 BC there was directly 1 AD. So we will subtract 1 year, and thus 2000 BCE year happened 4022 years ago from today, if we are today in 2023 CE. Conversely, if we are asked, that is, this year is 2023 CE, and write this in BCE format. We know after 1 BCE there was 1 AD, or we can also say it was 0 BCE, and 2 CE or 2 AD was minus 1 BCE. Similarly, 2023 CE is minus 2022 BCE.